think you're a cautious person?
Yes and no. Yes. Too cautious to say yes or no, clearly. So.
All right, go on then. Welcome back. Here we are. Here's Pete doing a mediocre jump. It's 11 point something meters, but he's not putting the loop left foot forward, is he? So that's what he's going to be doing this episode. It's a massive task. He's not going to be able to do it. Don't bother watching. Cheers.
Like a grain of sand that wants to be
ready. Right, what am I doing first?
Are you having a crisis of confidence, Colin?
I have my doubts, yeah.
I'm in.
I promise I'm not a moron, Colin.
You are?
I am.
He's scared. That's the fucking problem.
Keep the kite at one when you take off.
After a taking, a take up, a giving, something big is what I'm living for. Yes, it's what I'm living for.
What are you doing, Pete?
You're doing it again, motherfucker!
Why did I go on and fill my life with little things when there are big things I must do? Lots of dreams that really...
That's a fucking massive kidney ball, son! Oh no!
There'll be joy and there'll be laughter. Something big is what I'm after now. Yes, it's what I'm after now. After a taking, a take up, a giving, something big is what I'm living for. Yes, it's what I'm living for. Living for.
It's like, it's easier to get lots of wind than it is to get lots of skill to get high. So maybe we just find 40 knots, I do a bad takeoff, I take the 8 meter orbit that catches you no matter what, and I just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So,
But you need to land it, and you need to make sure that it's only... I mean, the angle of the kite is... That's the fragile... That's the... That'll be interesting to see. You should almost film when he goes, I think I've got it, then you should go and film it.
Yeah.
Your red light is blinking.
I reckon we're done anyway. Sweet.
Do you reckon we're looping now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And just try and be careful.
I'll try.
So, like, try to ditch the board at the last moment.
Yeah.
So, you kite, you do that loop, you spot the landing, you feel the kite shooting up,
Yeah.
and if you feel like it's not going to catch, you ditch it to the side.
Yeah.
The last moment. Not like mid-loop.
Yeah.
That's like not even committing to it.
I know.
Okay, so we're going to commit to it now. So if we just get that looping into your system, we're not going to do any jumps now anymore.
Okay.
We're going to need to risk it, and we're going to need to have that one loop.
Okay, sounds good.
I believe me. You know what was the first thing I told you? Relax. Take it easy. Okay, next wave's gonna be good. Oh. Next one. It's gonna be a nice bump.
Come on, over there, over it, off over it, good. This one. Why not? Why isn't he hitting that?
Today, I feel like pleasing you more than before.
Pete, you don't need a wave that is like pointing. You only need a small little kicker. So even the kickers or the wave wash in front here, or like the small one you just turn on, it's perfect. Take the smaller waves. Loop it!
Go on! Go on! Oh, Pete! That was perfect, wasn't it?
That was perfect. I Right here, right? That
Go, 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 go.
Jump
that
over him.
fucker's
Oh,
in
he's
the
scared
way.
for that guy. It wouldn't be in the way if you loop. Oh yes, he would. But don't hit it like that. Okay, now go up for this one.
Now, 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 now.
You could have taken that one.
Leaves it. He's high enough.
Yeah.
He'll get around. He just has to do it. The next one, he has to do it.
Now go for it, loop it. That one you needed to loop. Don't be scared. Don't be fucking scared.
Everything you want, I swear.
Here we go.
That was perfect.
Here we go.
Yes.
That is perfect. Go on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Loop!
Pete!
Bitch!
I realize how much I'm in love with you standing here. I
You can do it.
It's in your mind.
Honestly, this is the best I've ever seen you kite. You're looking
Pete!
really fucking good. Nice control, good pace, kite not oversent. You're doing really good.
Like I've been putting quite some time in this, and it doesn't look like he is mentally getting ready for it. You know, he's still being scared,
He's very scared.
and I don't understand. Like, you will break yourself. You will fucking crash. You will have pain.
Yeah, Pete!
Go for it!
Woohoo! Yeah, Pete! My hero!
Is that how English people work? Take this one. Take this one.
No, bullshit. He's not deep enough. He's not deep enough. He needs to be a little bit further out. Man, the kickers are big today.
Yeah!
Yeah, Pete! Go on, Pete! That's a fucking massive kicker!
Yeah.
Go on, son! Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh! Oh. Bagaji.
What holds me back is a lack of faith, I think, in my ability to do something and in my gear's ability to do the thing I'm asking it to. And so I kind of base that faith, it's entirely emotional, and it's basically based on my previous experience. If the kite's been catching me, if the kite was catching me in the last session I was out and I felt in control, I'll go out and try and do the same thing in, I don't know, twice as much wind. And if last session it wasn't catching me in twice as much wind, but I was pulling it, then I'll be reluctant to try it in half as much wind next time. I think that's kind of how it works. It's just it's all based off it's a kind of very emotional response based on my prior experience, which isn't very useful for something as variable as kite surfing, I guess, where you've got sea state, you've got wind, you've got the direction of the wind, you've got the consistency of the wind, and then you've got whether or not your lines are more or less in tune than last time. You could be on a different size, you could be in a different state of mind. There's just so many variables, and you kind of have to try and be somewhat logical about it, but I'm very much not.
Yeah, not deep enough. No. Thing is, I really reckon if you told yourself, right, I'm doing one and then I'm going in for lunch.
Oh, I need a shoot though. No.
Do you reckon that would help? Maybe, yeah. And by the way, you've got more time. We can go in and chill. Just one. I reckon one and then lunch. Mate, sometimes I know you're not seeing the funny side, but sometimes you've got to see the funny side.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing for you, not a physical thing. You can do it. You can do it. You've already done it. You have already done it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I believe that you can do this loop.
I just need to.
And you think as this loop as a big thing because we've been training for it, but it's just a loop-de-loop.
Just a loop-de-loop. Okay.
Fucking pull it.
Okay.
Fucking pull it. We've been training for this. You're ready for it, and maybe you're not gonna land it first try, but you'll land it second try.
Okay. Yeah.
Go for it. Got this. Just pull the trigger, Pete. Make me proud.
Today, I know what I wanna do, but I don't know what.
Yes.
To be living for you is all I.
Look at that. Got it. At least now he makes me proud.
Be loving you, it'll all be there.
I think he'll come in. I want to do another. I don't even see him. There he is, our champion.
Today,
Yeah. Come here. That was epic.
somehow have changed.
Yes. Too late. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so Pete, how do you feel after that right now?
Fine. I just want to go out and do another
exactly.
one.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
That's the way.
Can we get this thing off?
What?
I'm gonna go straight
So
out.
what was it? Was it a mental thing?
It was a mental thing.
Okay, so you can do this now.
Need to keep the board on a bit longer.
Okay, I saw the guy was like looping a bit slow.
Yeah.
Crank it, grab it here. Fucking pull that loop. Maybe even grab it here.
Right on the edge.
Yeah? Fucking hard.
No, this is good. I'm filming. We can use this in his King of the Air entry video. Colin! Yes, my boy! Yes!
Yes!
I can tell.
Are you sucking lemons?
A little bit.
Why? Hey, that was unreal.
It was all right. Yeah.
You just fucking broke through.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I'm annoyed I couldn't do any more. I just yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll be all right. I know I should be happier than I am. But yeah, we're making progress. Huh?
Your knots are tight.
I know.
In fairness, I'd be pretty miserable if my loops looked like that as well. Anyway, here's Steezy Pete back in the confines of Dolphin Beach Hotel. Don't stay there, we're not sponsored by them.
Not sponsored by Crew Clothing, much like we're not sponsored by Dolphin Beach. Don't come here and don't buy Crew.
And we join our hero at the buffet breakfast table, where he's rejuvenating with his 6th plate of buffet breakfast stuff, trying to lift the spirits and bankrupt Dolphin Beach Hotel all at once.
I think casserole's the one.
Yeah.
Casserole breakfast.
Talk us through how you're feeling.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
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 Good for morale.
And are you a little bit hungry still?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of reaching the point of I could probably stop soon. Maybe not now, but soon. But that would be a first-time buffet goers. That'd be a rookie buffet mistake, right there. So we're not going to do that. We're going to push through this bowl, and then we're going to kind of reassess the situation. Kind of map up progress out from here.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Much like the MEGALOOP, I guess.
Much like the
Like
MEGALOOP.
if you're
Yeah.
starting to land them, 25 knots on the 7, it's time to reassess the sitch.
Do them on the 8.
Do them on the 8, mate.
Do them in 30 knots.
You're changing your mentality for just day-to-day living now. Everything you do, you have to have the same mentality as you do when you're kiting. Just get you in the zone. You're just constantly in the zone. Whether it's a buffet breakfast,
Just gotta do it,
running
man.
for the front seat.
Just gotta do it.
Pull the trigger, mate. Get
See-
yourself back up there.
This is how people end up like heel flutes. So.
What, like nailing a buffet breakfast?
No, fucking he just walks into the paddle core and just like, I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die.
Well, I could have bankrupt blowfish.
And when we're like, yeah, take it a bit seriously, heel. I take everything serious. I'm being competitive.
So we're not quite sure how, but Steezy Pete, the kiteboarding idiot, and Heel Flute, the kiteboarding legend, seemed to have struck up a bit of comradesmanship during the
Isn't
season.
that how it works? If I just go like, and then kind of get halfway around and be like, well, at least I got the single loop as I'm plummeting to my death.
Double loop, then you can do single.
Good chat, mate. I'll do a double if you do a triple. How's that? Shape? Double if you do a triple.
When are you going to do a triple? Why are you sat in a cafe at fucking 1 p.m. when you could be out there doing triples? You enjoy your fucking avocado.
This strange relationship first blossomed when Steezy Pete was the on-beach manager of the Big Air Blank kite test, during which Heel was quite keen to spend a little bit more time than he was allowed on a certain kite, so Pete told him to fuck off and do his job.
Shut up and do your... Was it shut up or fuck off?
Shut up, worst case. It definitely wasn't fuck off.
No.
Might well have been shut up.
He got off the water really angry after a gusty session, and you met him on that corner and said, just go and do your job. I think he would hit you.
Yeah, if there was a one-on-one duel and on the lawn of Dolphin Beach Hotel.
Who would win?
It would go to, I think it'd go to the ground.
Yeah.
Right, it always goes to the ground.
You'd pull it to the ground.
I would.
That's where you'd be at your best.
Like a
4 points of
dogged terrier attacking a Labrador. I'd be fucking clinging on, pulling him down with me, just not letting go. I'd be beaten and bloody, and I'd just be fucking holding on with what I had as he like drags me to his apartment. Not over yet, Heel.
You're the sort of fighter that would make you submit.
Just look at that blissful ignorance while stuffing your face at a breakfast buffet in Africa. It's almost like he'd forgotten the challenge at hand and that him and his dad were almost definitely going to lose the hair on the back of their head and have a stupid, sad or smiley face drawn on the back.
I don't see how this is going to fit in a documentary, but we need to find a way.
Right, so we'd done a micro loop left foot forward. He'd done a big jump left foot forward. It was time to put the two together. And instead of putting him in the piranha pen, just out the front of Dolphin Beach Hotel where Heel Flute lies, we thought we'd take Steezy Pete on his first downwinder. We persuaded the infamous Big Air kite coach, Loic to drive us 20 minutes upwind so that we could mosey our way downwind without a care in the world.
Again? I've never been on a twin tip downwinder. Never. Ever. Never. Well, first time for everything. Yeah.
We were hoping that this strategy would add some height and some confidence to Steezy Pete's riding and get these loops higher and landed left foot forward. This is something that in the first 7 weeks of this project, he hasn't quite managed.
All around me, and they're all in fear. They don't seem to want me, but they won't admit I must be some kind of creature if they're having fears. From my party house, I'm afraid to come outside. Although I'm filled with love, I'm afraid they'll hurt my pride. So I play the part I feel they want of me, and I pull the shade so I won't see them seeing me. Having hard times in this crazy town. Having hard times, there's no love to be found. Having hard times in this crazy town. Having hard times, there's no love to be found. From my body house, I feel like me another familiar face of creed in the race, a brother. But to my surprise, I find a man corrupt. Although he be my brother, he wants to hold me up. Having hard times in this crazy town. Having hard times, there's no love to be found. Having hard times in this crazy town. Having hard times, there's no love to be found.
Okay, so the The feet dip was perfect, the timing was well, everything was well. He was under control. I think he jumped like 5 meters, but he just didn't get caught because the wind was not that strong, I reckon. But here he goes again. Is he going again?
In this crazy town, I'm having a hard time. There's no love to be found. Having a hard time. In this crazy town, I'm having a hard time. There's no love to be found. I'm sick and tired of paying dues, baby. And I'm sick and tired of having so many hard times, baby. Yeah, my boy! That's my fucking boy! Woo! Woo!
Somehow, despite the severe lack of ability, he had done it.
That was really scary for me. And at that point, I wasn't sure if it was possible. And so, yeah, we went out for that session just to try and clear my head. And yeah, I just had an awesome time practicing kite loops. Got to grips the 9, came back in, and then decided to pull the trigger. And
Let's have a look at the footage.
Yeah, exactly. I had one really nasty crash where I cut my head.
That looked really bad, yeah.
So I was like, let's come in and just reset.
Nice.
Most people are on the 138, but you think a smaller board is better for bigger?
For strong winds, yes, definitely. Low winds, take a bigger board, you'll have more line tension, you move more water, but a smaller board can go deeper, you know?
What does that mean?
So if you have a big board, you're floating on top of the water, and you're scooping the water. But if you have a tiny board, you sink more or sink faster. So I feel like I have more edge on a small board because I can put the tail deeper in the water.
Huh. And it's crazy that a 2 centimeter, like 1 centimeter.
Yes, man, it feels so big. It
Yeah?
feels so big, yeah,
Yeah?
honestly.
Would you be more comfortable in 25 to 30 knots opposed to 30 to 35?
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just kind of almost doesn't bear.
Not
Yeah.
really.
No, I mean,
It's
it's.
got to get 15 metres.
I mean,
No, 10.
It's got to get 10 metres.
yeah, I agree, but I think the issue at the moment isn't getting 10 meters. The issue at the moment is I'm too scared to crank it because I can't land. So unsurprisingly, I'm quite scared to go that high. And I think once I get better at landing, I think I'll be less scared booting it harder, basically. I mean,
Very fair, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
So the most logical kite loop is to, if you go left foot forward, you send your kite, you do a loop, and you kind of make an 8, and you down loop to the left. So if you jump to the left, your kite loop is with your right hand, and your down loop is with your left hand, like this. But if you want to do tricks or whatever, it really matters which way the kite is pulling you, because the moment it shoots up and it's putting you this way, you cannot turn towards your kite, you can only turn with your kite. The moment it's putting you that way, you can only turn that way with your kite. So that really depends on what you want to do. If you just want to do a kite loop, I suggest to send the kite straight up and then...
That's great, Colin. Shame no one told Steezy Pete that, though.
I think it boils down to the fact I'm not very good at judging risk. And that's a symptom of ADHD, which is something that I have. And I'm not very good at judging risk or kind of measuring it. And so I tend to be quite conservative, I guess because of that maybe. Especially in areas such as kiting, where kind of the risk is quite obvious to me. Or kind of, maybe visceral is the better word. It's a very visceral risk, isn't it? You're kind of being flung through the air and you can just think, and it's quite violent impacts. And even if it's on water, you're kind of thinking, oh, that was really fast and really scary. And so yeah, I'd say I'm very cautious and I want to build up to things slowly, but then I'll have days where I'm either frustrated or it feels good or I just get in this mindset where I'll just have no caution whatsoever, and I'll just kind of crank it.
Interestingly, having a nasty crash doesn't actually affect whether or not I'm feeling in a good place to kite. It's really weird. It's like completely disconnected from crashes. Like, I'll have a session like this morning where I didn't really have any bad crashes. I mean, like, you know, I crashed a couple of loops, but not badly at all. And then I just got fucked up this afternoon on a few occasions, and I was like, you know, really mellow about it. So it's bizarre. Like, I don't really understand my own thought process, which makes it a little bit difficult to control, but yeah.
So it's feeling achievable?
Yes, I think so. It'd be easy to get in my head again if I don't. But yeah, I need to try and put it out of my mind and kind of like clock back into work effectively tomorrow morning. And just try not to think about it and give myself time to kind of go, oh no. Yeah.
Because you were scared earlier today.
I was freaking the fuck out. You could probably tell I was in a really bad headspace.
Yeah.
And it's just, I find it so difficult to kind of get in that good headspace.
If this was a shit romantic comedy, which it almost is, this would be the bit where the bloke runs to the airport or saves the damsel in distress from the clutches of a dragon. I.e., it's time to put a cat amongst the pigeons, time to grasp the nettle. So lock up your daughters, because Steezy Pete's found 40 knots.
Today, I know what I wanna do, but I don't know what for. To be living for you is all I want to do. To be loving you, it'll all be there when my dreams come true. Today, you're making me say that I somehow have changed. Today, you look into my eyes, I'm just not the same. To be any more than all I am would be a lie. I'm so full of love, I could burn